I know, right? Take that down a little bit. Woo! And where's my link? And here, and here. Oh, there we go. Give me to me. YouTube. YouTube. Hey, Marcus Phoenix. Don't mind me. I am just getting started. Hey, it's Chubby Boy. You always make me blush. Another round of testing, and maybe I'll do this for y'all for Triple Mania. But let's see what's going on over here. Yep. Let's see. Let me go down here and go here. And we have secret files. Just Tunguska. It's been a while since I've played this game. And I know I need to turn down all the sound because this thing is super loud to me. Alright. You don't need to have it that loud. Alright, I'm going to click out of you for a little bit. There we go. And so Triple Mania is next week. I want to do a live stream of that. I usually don't because I usually start watching and don't call, but I will. But let me kind of get started with an official entrance. So welcome. My name is WriterMaven. I am the host of the Rest of This Receipts podcast. I cover all things Judgment Day. Dom, Liv, Raquel, JD, Finn, Porcolito, and Roxanne. I don't know if y'all been watching my YouTube channel, but I did post a new video explaining how Roxanne may not be going after Liv, but she could be in a one-sided crush with Dominic Mysterio. Yes, we do not want Dom Rocks, but this isn't necessarily Dom Rocks. This is just mostly me speculating on why Roxanne is joining up with Finn and doing what he says, because it didn't make sense. Like, what does Roxanne get out of this? But the events of SummerSlam and the Raw after SummerSlam showed me something that I hadn't really noticed before. And that is that Roxanne was sad. That is not an expected reaction for someone who lost the title. I expect them to be angry. Raquel was angry, but Roxanne was sad. Why was Roxanne sad? She wouldn't be able to use the title to be around Dom anymore or have him come out to her matches. And with Finn, notice that Roxanne has been using all the stuff from the Liv Morgan playbook because Finn thinks that he set up Dom and Liv in the first place. The chicken tendies, video games, massages, going out to the ring. All this didn't work, but what's going on is that Dom is ignoring her, and then on this past Monday Night Raw, Roxanne did something without prompting from Finn. So we have that, and I really think this can go into like an obsession type storyline. We might get something where Roxanne is emulating AJ Lee. Monday Night Raw will have to tell us what's going on. We will have to see what she does. If she still tries to get Dom's attention and Finn is upset about it, then I think we have a good idea on how things will go in the future. But we have to see what's going on Monday. Also, the Judgment Day will be heading to Triple Mania, and you could not believe the bitching and the moaning because Dom had that little video saying that the Judgment Day is heading to Triple Mania. Oh, we wanted this all to be all about Dom. We wanted Dom to be by himself. We want Dom not to be around Judgment Day. Judgment Day is gonna change all his booking, yada yada yada. Like, first of all, if y'all been looking at the Triple Mania card right now, it's pretty much a mix of AAA stars, their luchadors, luchadoras, and WWE. We have Los Garza. We have Natty going down there. We have Lola going down there. We have Raquel. There's a mix of WWE and AAA stars. It's not strictly a AAA event. Also, Dom is still a part of the Judgment Day. So, yeah, I would expect Dom to be, I would expect Judgment Day to be around regardless. And since Judgment Day can speak a majority of Spanish, like Finn and Raquel and Roxanne and Dom, even JD sounded like he was speaking some Spanish, then that's a benefit for them to go down there to Triple Mania. And like it or not, as much as we are fatigued of the Judgment Day, I would like to see Finn and JD and Raquel in a Triple A arena. Like, come on. And it's to people's credit, not like, can y'all not know that Dom is booked differently? Dom's relations, Conan be heading up things in AAA. You know good and well that Conan is not going to allow Dom to be looking bad. Conan, a man that's going to get honored by Rey Mysterio at Triple Mania as well. So, like have some faith. Like, if we want to crash out and they make him look silly on next week, yeah, fine, crash out then. I'm always a proponent of crashing out after things happen. Like, if it happens, yeah, crash out, but we haven't gotten that yet. We might have the spot where Judgment Day comes out to interfere, because it is a fatal 4-way match. It's not like it's a straight up match. You might have AAA come, not AAA. You might have the Judgment Day come out to interfere. You might have the LWO to come out there to interfere, because that's Dragon Lee's group. And then we are forgetting of Dom's El Grande Americano army. So there are lots of things in place for Dom to win. And I really don't think he would look stupid. That would be shooting themselves in the foot. I wouldn't put it past the WWE, but it would be putting WWE in a bad position to put Dom that way. You know what I mean? Like, Dom is bringing eyes to AAA. If they give him this championship, he will be a double champ. So, we'll worry about how Dom looks after everything happens on Saturday. And like I said, I want to live tweet it. I want to live stream it. So you'll probably be getting me on Saturday, like, in this situation. I was trying to go a live stream last week, but for some reason it didn't want to do my multi-stream with TikTok. So it is what it is. But yeah, my good. Like you said, Triple H does not book AAA. It's completely different. We got Conan running around. I know Conan is not going to allow Dom to look bad. Also, we get Corey Graves calling the English commentary for Triple Mania, so we get to hear Corey call Dom's win. That's a win-win for us. We're winning. Dom fans are winning. So, yeah, like, we might get a Judgment Day interference, or we might not. It's completely dependent on what's going on. And like I said, we could just do a typical run-in, where everybody's interfering, and then that's how Dom wins. You could just have the El Grandes interfere. We could have a whole bunch of stuff, because like I said, there is Dom has his army. I mean, we have El Grandes interfering in Dom's matches for a reason. It started with Chad, and now we got El Grande dos, tres, and cuatro. So it's for a reason that they're all around Dom, they're all around Dragon Lee. Like right now, they're even talking about what was it? Maybe Ray going up against Dom for the Mega Championship in the future. What if they put that on Survivor Series in San Diego? Like Dom versus Rey Mysterio if he's healthy for the Mega Championship at Survivor Series. That could be huge. Can you say it's so weird that Dom is so tough in AAA, but not on Raw? Dom is not so tough. That actually changed a little bit, Kenji, this past Raw. We're slowly transitioning away Dom away from this weak type character. If you've noticed, like from the Raw before the Raw 2 weeks before SummerSlam, we had Dom attack AJ, and then the Raw before SummerSlam, even though he lost, he was being really antagonistic to AJ. He had not done that before. So they're slowly changing him. And then at SummerSlam, he was being really smart and active. He was just acting a really active heel. So he's slowly getting there. We can't go from we can't I mean, we can't go from a really strong book like type character for Dom just yet. We're probably gonna get that at Triple Mania, but it's the WWE presentation has to slowly catch up to that, and I think it's almost there. It's gonna be a little rough roads because Dom presented in AAA is gonna be different than what's in the WWE, but at this point, it's not too far off for Dom's presentation in the WWE to match up with AAA. Because right now, from SummerSlam, we have, like I said, a really smart heel using Eddie's tactics, and he's being more offensive. He's not hiding. And at SummerSlam, he won on his own. Will we get this in Triple Mania? Maybe, maybe not. They may want to protect Vikingo, El Hijo de Vikingo. So you might want to protect him by having like the army of El Grande, so Vikingo isn't just like completely run over. Yeah, it's a triple threat match and everybody's in it, but they might want to do that to protect Vikingo. And like I said, this is Lucha Libre. This is a little bit different. So they might be running a little bit things to protect Rakingo because he's probably going to get called up and maybe popping up in NXT pretty soon. Then you have the El Grande Army, which is Dom's army, and they might want to get that set up. So, there's a lot of different things in play. I'm probably going to talk about this tomorrow a little bit as well because we have not yet gotten the Monday Night Raw review. So on my regular TikTok Live, I'll probably be talking about Monday Night Raw and what could be going on. But like I said, Triple Mania, don't worry about Triple Mania just yet. Just because Judgment Day is going down there does not mean, yeah, baby. Hi, sweetie. Just because Judgment Day is going down to Triple Mania does not mean Dom will be shortchanged in his presentation and what he's going to do. And like I said, I really, really think we're going to get Dom as a double champ. Now, people are still thinking, well, AJ could get the championship at Clash in Paris. I still don't think AJ's going to get that. I really think he's going to be doing business in TNA. Because if I was the WWE, I would have probably thrown AJ at Cena. If somebody says that, and they keep wanting to say, well, Cena can go with AJ for the Intercontinental title, that man has 11 dates left. They're going to spend some of that time on Brock Lesnar. They're going to probably spend some of that time on Gunther whenever he gets back. I don't think he's going to go with AJ. Maybe one time, maybe. But I don't think it's going to be for any title. And I would not be surprised if they threw Dom on there, like if he's still Intercontinental Championship. Like if they don't do Megas, like if they don't do the Mega Championship at Survivor Series with Ray. Maybe they throw Dom versus Cena at Survivor Series for that Intercontinental title. And then that's a title that Cena didn't win, and I think Dom could handle the cheers from Cena, and then I think Dom could handle John Cena going toe to toe in a promo battle. Everybody else, I don't think would maybe be able to handle that. Roman Reigns could barely handle John Cena at his peak promo wise. Same thing with Austin Theory. It's a rare breed to match up with John Cena promo wise. But with Dom, I don't think he'll have a problem because most of the times it'll bounce off. You know, Cena could say something like all about all those women, all that, and it'll just kind of bounce off of Dom because it's not something that will hurt him. You might be able to get away with something about his physique or something like that, but like I said, with Dom, it's a little bit different. I think a lot of the insults will bounce off where Dom isn't buried by John Cena's promo work. If you get my drift. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to be doing another live tomorrow just to do the Raw preview. I am really interested in what Roxanne is going to do. I am really interested in what Finn is going to do. Because if they present it like Finn is not able to do anything with Roxanne, or she stops listening to him, it'll be interesting to see what she does in Judgment Day. And I still think you can still run it where Finn has been using Roxanne, and then she just gets her own mind about things. You can still run the obsession storyline, and then she gets rid of Finn. It could happen like that. We still might deal with Judgment Day stuff. There's just so many different ways this can go. And like I said, I've given up on predicting when Liv is going to come back. But yeah, I mean, I just got to see what's going on with Roxanne and Finn and Dom on Monday. We might still get like some more fisticuffs between El Grande and Dom and Dragon Lee on Monday. And speaking of Dragon Lee, I really hope whenever Ray gets back that he says Ray was right, because Ray pretty much has left Dragon Lee to deal with all these El Grande Americanos. And remember, Ray chose Ray Phoenix at WrestleMania over Dragon Lee, kind of like how he chose Andrade over Carlito last year. So I kind of wanted this to bite Ray in the butt so bad. Like, have it where, Ray is back. He thinks everything is good. He thinks he's all back in the LWO. And then they do the whole, Dom was right thing, like how Santos did with Ray. Like, maybe that's Survivor Series. I don't know. Just have it like, Dragon Lee just had enough of Ray's bullshit and just be like, you know what? Dom was right. Just keep that tradition going. And yeah, you're right, McGee. It's stories is what makes the wrestling. You can be a good wrestler all you want, but you have to have the stories. Otherwise, it's dull. A great wrestling makes a good story even better. And if they're all clicking, then it's great. All the way up into SummerSlam last year, we had a great story. And then we had a great match between Rhea and Liv, even though they messed it all up with Rhea's booking last year afterwards. But let me get into a little bit of Secret Files. I have not played this game in a while, so let me get started. Like I've said, I am a huge fan of adventure games. I hope that audio is outputting right. Hold on. Can y'all hear the audio? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, now it's showing up. Okay. Um, but I started my gaming with, like I said, the NES and with the Power Pad. But when I was in computer gaming, I started with adventure games, which are just like point and click. And then I started with like, actually prior to that, I started playing with Carmen San Diego and the Oregon Trail, like old school Oregon Trail. Like you died of dysentery. That Oregon Trail on the old Apple II. Again, WriterMaven, you are showing how old you are. But I am a adventure gamer. I grew up on Sierra games, and I grew up on point and click adventures like this one. I would do a Sierra game, but those games are so notorious for dying like every 5 minutes, and I really don't feel like saving all the time just so I don't die. So I probably won't be playing those games because those give me anxiety. It makes me nervous. But let's see. Right. Alright. Where is this game? I wish I could play with my controller, but I can't. Windows 98 games, yes. Jacob, I think that was a fake story because I don't think that Pat is back on Monday. That wasn't Rest or Features. That was like a parody account. I don't think Pat is back on Monday. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta do a right click. Right click. I hate pixel game searching. Maggie says Pat needs to stay where he is for everyone's sanity. Yes, he does. I've been joining Corey, and I think he really deserves this opportunity because he shouldn't have been booted down to NXT in the first place. When Liv returns, do you think she will win the IC title after the whole Roxanne thing is done? See, now, with Liv, I think the better story is her and Raquel fighting. Right now, there's no reason for her to be going after Roxanne. Yeah, she could say that. I mean, yeah, she could be going after Roxanne for maybe losing the title, but still, it's like there's no history right there between Roxanne and Liv. The history is between Raquel, and I would kind of be annoyed if they like skip over the Raquel connection just to get to Roxanne because I think the Roxanne thing needs to be built up first. see. And maybe they can do that when Liv actually returns and they can start building it up. But still, it's kind of like how I don't get how they were going to do Finn and Raquel, not Raquel, Finn and Roxanne versus Liv and Dom. What was that going to be? Maybe SummerSlam? Like, I don't see where they were going to take the story because, as I said in my video today, like, there's nothing there. I mean, yeah, they could have probably built something between Clash at the Champions and Clash of Champions and Evolution, but still, that would be feeling super rushed. And yeah, we're fatigued about the Judgment Day storyline, but like that just seems like that's just super rushed to get to Finn and Roxanne because what do you do after that? My GTA game is Grand Theft Auto 5, but I don't play it. I watch my husband play it. But I think I like Grand Theft Auto 4 more than 5. Let's see here. If they don't give the Rumble to Liv, who will be the other winner? I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Stephanie or somebody. And yeah, even Liv return does not guarantee her winning either Elimination Chamber or the Royal Rumble. Okay, these are the keys. This is the Slim Bowl. I have not. Okay, we got it. We got it. Alright. That's the coin showcase. Let me see. What else is there? What else? What else? What else? Shows you how long I've been having playing video games. Or adventure games at least. It's always a pixel hunt. You still see Lebanon winning the mixed tag team title next year. I mean, Mr. Iguana keeps poking a bear, so yeah. And let's see here. Let's see. Destination. Alright. Just the file cabinet. Alright. So I think I'm supposed to do this. If I remember correctly. Kendall says, "Do you see Finn and JD losing the tag team titles before Clash in Paris? I would have had them lose it like right before SummerSlam. I don't get the point of them holding it. Maybe it's just to keep stepdaddy Finn happy on the storyline. But I don't even get who. See, I really think they should have went LWO, and then they could have went LWO to Bronson and Breaker if they wanted to give Seth faction those tag team titles. But they need some other teams on Raw. Like some of these teams from SmackDown need to go to Raw. But I would have just, like I said, I just would have gave the titles to LWO, let them run around a little bit, and then like get the title off of them. Yeah, baby. No, I'm gonna give you a shower later. Hold on. Well, take it off and put on something else. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. What am I missing? I am missing something. I am missing something. I know I am missing something. All right, let me go look over here. What was that? Okay, so. Uh, I'll go get it. Let's see. All right, let me go.
I want some cookie dough.
We'll go get it.
But a bowl is on top of it.
Huh? Go. Is she coming? Did Caitlin come in? Go get her and ask her. Jacob, what did Finn post on Twitter? Like he's posted a lot of different stuff. Okay, go upstairs and look. Let's see. Do you see Dom distinct himself from Judgment Day in the upcoming weeks? I don't know. Like I said, the storyline is still so it still don't make sense. It's up in the air. It's been convoluted. Like they could have just went ahead and just split Dom. You know, they could have just went ahead and just split Dom and then just had them fighting for a while. But I don't know. Caitlin, you can get him some cookie dough and then make some cookies. How about that?
Please. I'll make 3 cookies.
Thank you. Huh?
What does Pocky like sticks for?
It's for a snack. You can ask for that too. It's in there.
I think
Oh, the stuff. Oh, the schedule. Yeah, he's gonna have a busy schedule. Everybody's gonna have a busy schedule, huh?
can you get Pocky stick?
Yeah, you can have a pocket chef. Cause sister's gotta get it down because it's on the house show. Um, Magoo says cheat codes. Yes, do you know that I will exclusively use a game genie or a code breaker or a game shark on my games? I grew up in the land of Nintendo Hard. I defeated games on hard mode on NES. I will cheat like there is no tomorrow in my games because I don't have time for that. Seriously, I will cheat. Huh? What?
Wait, hold on. Did you play anything on that tray?
No, I mean you can wash it off and then just cook
Okay.
the cookies right now. Yeah, I will cheat. I will cheat. I will use WeMod on the computer. I do not cheat on online games because I don't play online, but I will cheat. It makes my life much easier. And like I said, I am too busy just trying to struggle through a game just so I can just get the experience or whatever. Okay, let's see here. Me. Yeah, and I'm trying to do stuff and you don't want to do that. Ugh. Okay. And I forgot what to do here. Let me see. Okay. I know I'm missing something. What am I missing? What am I missing? Alright, so there's the phone number. She's spunky. I like her. Um, let's see. There's the this, there's the this, there's the this, there's the this. Pixel hunting. That's always the problem with adventure gamers. Sometimes you have to look for a specific pixel just so you can look. Let's see here. What else is there? Um, let's see here. Uh, hmm. All right, back over here. Let's see. I know I am missing something. I know it. The picture. Already seen that. She's not touching the coins yet. I know there's something I got to do with this room. Okay, well, do something with the stupid stone. Okay. Let's see here. Go here, go here, go here. Alright. Ah, here we go. Give me that. Okay. Okay, so we got the glass. Have you played Hogwarts Legacy? Due to J.K. Rowling, I refuse to play that game. And I'm not really the biggest Harry Potter fan. Okay, so. Okay, I know. I'm sorry. I accidentally clicked on it. Okay.
Just laughing at what you said.
Hmm. Okay, so. Okay, finally. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I haven't played Elden Ring either. I haven't really played a lot of games on console recently because I've been busy. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So let's go here. Yeah, okay. Um, Overflow says, "Do you think JD is the true leader of Judgment Day, and he was controlled it the whole time?" I that would be, I would be surprised if he was. Actually, at the way these things are going, Jacob says, "What about God of War games?" I haven't played, but I've seen it. Same thing with Uncharted. Oh, what games I really liked were the infamous games on the PlayStation. Dude with lightning powers, yes. And then what was that? Other games. Like I say, I do a lot of RPGs. So I do the Persona games. Um, I played Omega Content. Um, what was the other games? Oh, Dragon Quest. No, not Dragon Quest. Dragon Age. Dragon Age Inquisition. Mass Effect. Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3. And I hate the ending on 3. Mass Effect Andromeda. All those games. Cookies. Go get your cookie dough, man. Hurry up. You were just saying you wanted some. Go get it. Oh, good grief. Alright. Racing games, Need for Speed, Midnight Club. My husband plays Rocket League sometimes. Magoo says Mello versus Dom. If Mello turning face means I get a Dom versus Mello feud, I will take it. But I was beyond annoyed that they're looking like they're trying to turn Mello face by using Miz to be heel or Miz to turn on him, because I think he can do a lot more as a heel, but they don't want to give him the time of day. I don't even know what they're doing with Montez. It looks like he and Dawkins might be on the way to split up, but it's just so weird. They're gonna use, I guess, the Wyatt Six to do that, but I did like their argument. Like, I like the Street Profits with BFAB arguing with DIY and Candace, because you mother killers with Ciampa. That was hilarious. Kendall says Darm Army versus Ray team in War Games. Yes, I would love a War Games team that does not involve Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, or Roman Reigns, or the stupid Bloodline. Like, they've been dominating the War Games for like the past 3 or 4 years. The only time that was anybody in there like that was Judgment Day, and then they got ran over. So I would love like Dom's Army versus Ray's Army. That would be nice. I would love that. Larissa. Have you played Last of Us Remastered? My husband started playing it and it was pretty good, but I haven't played that. Alright, so what do I need to do? Okay. Now you're not gonna exit. Let me go back over here. Magoo says if they call out Trick and Mellow again, they might, but Trick is already like a TNA champion right now. So unless he's gonna lose it soon. I wonder if you can use your keys. Of course. Kendall says, I'm trying to get achievement is on the horizon. Yeah. This is one of those things where we have to grin and bear whatever's going on. I just hope that on whatever happens on Monday is decent and we're not going backwards. We need to go forwards. But I think they've been progressing it for Dom, but you know how the things go with Dom and all that. And no, I do not want to see Seth singing along all the time. Yeah, I have no way that you're gonna do it. No, okay. So we got the aloe vera. Your thought, my thoughts on the Bullet Club. There have been so many versions of the Bullet Club. I know AJ Styles and the Good Brothers were in it, and Cody and Finn. I really didn't pay too much attention to Bullet Club. That's in JPW. Or, or weren't they? Yeah, they were in JPW. What am I gonna do with this Bullet? Alright, so. Okay. Ew, I wonder if I could use it on it. Use finally. What about main event Mela? Main event Mafia? Oh, that's TNA. Wasn't it main event TNA? Or was that Voodoo Kin Mafia? Like Vincent Kennedy McMahon? I don't know. Oh, we're crying out loud. Okay, so now I gotta figure out which one to pull. Okay, let's see. Oh, there you are, Catherine. I thought you were still outside. Okay. Alright, here we go. Now we go find out which one to use. Okay, so right here. Main event Mafia? I don't know. TNA I was in and out of. I really just paid attention to LAX and things like that. What? Is Catherine over there? Or did she go in her room?
She went to her room.
We'll get Caitlin. She's supposed to be down here anyway. I'll text her. Told you to get that earlier, you apple. Okay, so yeah, LAX. I was paying attention to the knockout, so that was Gail Kim, um, Awesome Kong, Victoria, Mickey James when she was over there, um, Zelina before she was Zelina, things like that. Killer Queen. Oh, and not the Iconics. Darn it! Now I can't think of them. Um, so let me see here. Oop. All right. So and here. All right. Let me go look over here. Okay. Or it is. Thoughts on LAX? LAX used the border toss, and I'm really annoyed that they keep calling what Damien and Rhea do a Razor's Edge. It is not a Razor's Edge. That is a border toss. Razor's Edge went straight down when he did it, or at least the late versions of Razor Ramon's Razor's Edge. It was like more of he was up and then he went down. What Rhea and Damien be doing is like a border toss, so I don't understand why they keep calling that a Razor's Edge. That's a border toss. And it annoys me every time they do it and they call it a Razor's Edge. It's not a Razor's Edge, it's a border toss. to turn up the air. It's getting hot down here. One of these days, I'm hoping that they give us an EO and Penta interaction. Let's see. Mm-hmm. And Maggie says Rhea, Io, Stephanie, and the title picture. Who else is there? Liz injury really changed a lot of things. Naomi is there. Oh, I actually said that I kind of wanted a mixed tag team match between Dom and Naomi versus AJ and Stephanie because I know Dom and Naomi would be hilarious, and and actually, if I don't get that, I just want a Dom and Naomi interaction because they would be talking mad crap about each other, and then Naomi would be starting fights with Raquel and Roxanne for no reason, and that'd be that. So there's that. Let me go back over here. Do, 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 do. There's that. That, 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 and Maggie says, would you want to take the title from Naomi? Um, I want that title to be up with the big three. That is Jade and Bianca, because I think that's the more interesting storyline. I really don't want Naomi to drop the title to Stephanie. Like at Clash of the Paris, I think it's too soon. I'm really not all that impressed with Stephanie, to be honest. Her and Julia, I'm not impressed. I find a lot more other people more interesting. I find Becky to be more interesting. I find Naomi to be more interesting. Bailey, Lyra. I would even put in maybe even Anaya and Michin. Like, there's some other not Naomi, Natty. Like, I'm not really impressed with Julia and Stephanie, and I really don't think Stephanie should be having this title bet too soon because we're gonna run into the same situation that Tiffany has. And Tiffany's reign has been boring. Like, she just got reduced to like her backstage promo, and you got Jade coming up there, and I really don't think Jade should have lost. Like, you shouldn't have put Jade in a position to lose, to where it looks like she was being built up to win, only to have her lose to Tiffany. Like, she shouldn't have won Queen of the Ring. She shouldn't have beat Naomi 2 times. That's what I don't get. Like, how you gonna build up Jade where she beats Naomi twice and then she still loses to Tiffany? And Tiffany does not need all these accolades. This is what the problem is when people see what happened with Tiffany compared to Carmelo Hayes, because you got Tiffany running around with a boring ass title reign, and then Carmelo's begging on the internet to be used. And then when he gets back on TV, he has to deal with the Miz. And this is coming from a person that actually likes the Miz. So yeah, like, the math ain't mathing. Tiffany should have dropped that title to Jade. And then if they wanted to, they could have had brand Bianca in there and have her win the title. But I don't know about her finger just yet. Like it says, I really like Lash Legend for a big push. Yes, I wanted Lash Legend to come up and be around like Naomi to kind of help her out. Naomi's been doing greater on her own, but I think she got really done dirty when Jakar Jackson got released. Like, that was a tag team. They can't, but they never like to pull the trigger. I really don't like when the WWE does not pull the trigger. It's kind of like how they doing with this Judgment Day thing. Pull the damn trigger. It doesn't have to be dragged out so long. And in the case of the of Jakar Jackson and Lash Legend, they never did pull the trigger, and then it got to the point where Jakara got released. Kendall says, "Do you see Liv to be the one that's drawn Becky?" I see Liv probably taking the title off of Nikki Bella if they want to run it that way. It'll go from Becky to Nikki, and then from Nikki to Liv. Okay, okay. Let's see what else is there. I saw that. I saw that. Saw that. Ugh. I'm just trying to see if I can finish this chapter real quick.
Mafioso. That's his name. Stop calling mafioso. Stop calling Mufasa.
Let's
Can I
see.
get another puppy?
Rich, can I have another Pocky?
Please? Please?
Rich, you're getting cookies.
But can I get a cookie? Can I get a pocket after I eat the
Nah,
cookie?
alright, but then don't eat too much more.
That's in case I draw. I did not make it.
I love beer money.
Huh?
So I get your Pocky. Don't it then?
Did you say you like seeing me throw up?
No, I did not say that.
Okay.
Dumb heroin syndrome. Chris.
Every time it ends
Thoughts on Abyss? She was good.
right. That is kind of gross. Gross.
Jacob, I don't have a lot of opinions on a lot of the different wrestlers. I just remember who I like and don't. Yeah, so.
The worst.
And I think this is gonna be. Magoo says hard to imagine Liv punching Dom if he ever betrayed her.
Anything that's like good. I'll give her credit for that.
Magoo, where's that coming from? Just a random thought?
Just gotta skip a bit. I mean, kids are cute. Very cute.
And I think that is it. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's illegal
No, I should actually save.
for kids to be
Usually I save
driving
all the
and
time.
running. I still
But,
taught that
and yep, I'm done for right now. Like I said, um, I will probably be back tomorrow. Talking about Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, Scrap Daddy Adam Paris will give us something interesting tomorrow. I know they said CM Punk is probably gonna open, but I'm really not interested in CM Punk. Oh, what I did want to, I ended up being on the cutting room floor for my video today, is that you could run a crazy Roxanne who's emulating AJ Lee, who brings in CM Punk, and that's how you get the Dom and CM Punk feud. So there was a method to my madness to my video today, but like I said, um, I'll probably be on tomorrow if it's interesting on what Scrap Daddy Adam Pierce says. If he just advertises a bunch of nonsense or nothing, any Judgment Day or something like that, then I probably won't talk about it. I mean, I talked about it here, and I can always talk about it on Monday. But until next time, I enjoyed you all. I am going to try and do a live stream on Saturday for Triple Mania just to talk about it. I think that would be really neat. Um, they said they had to adjust some things like the screens AAA uses to have more people there because Dom pretty much single handedly spiked the ticket sales for Triple Mania down there. So Dom is money. So Milo is money, Dom is money. But until next time, I will bid y'all